Live from Fargo and serving you on TV, online, and on the go. This is Valley News Live at 6.
With things happening everywhere in the world these days, you never know when someone will have a concealed carry at the right time, you know.
As the debate continues nationwide, gun rights in North Dakota will be expanding starting tomorrow. Good evening, everyone. Thanks for joining us.
Concealed carry permit holders will be able to pack heat at liquor stores, at public rest areas, and now public parks. Valley News Team's Bradford Eric hit the jungle gyms and swing sets around town to find out what you think about this.
A bright sunny day at the park brings shouts of delight and running around. At most of the parks here in the Fargo area, there's a sign spelling out the rules. No littering, no alcoholic beverages, no vehicles allowed off designated roads. But soon added to this list could be no shooting. The North Dakota legislature says, sure, you want to be strapped while watching your kids play? Lock and load.
I'm a parent of 3.
Nicole Price's kids are having plenty of fun at Lindenwood Park, but she's not worried for their safety.
A responsible adult or person has to go through the classes to have the concealed permit carry. They should know what they're doing with their gun and how to use it properly.
I like it. I'm fine with it. I have nothing against it.
Brandon Anksman says go for it. If you've taken the classes, he says he trusts you'll be responsible. But he also says the gun laws nationwide could be re-examined.
There's got to be restrictions. You can't just be like, oh, America. You know, like you gotta have restrictions, and you gotta be, you know, an adult about it and civil about it.
Whether you're for or against the concealed carry in public parks in North Dakota, it's happening. So this weekend, when your little ones hit the jungle gym, just know the other parents might be packing, and they're certainly allowed to do so. Bradford Eric, Valley News Live.
Now, starting this weekend, both North Dakota and Minnesota will be seeing some changes to several laws. In Minnesota, the vulnerable user law will begin. It'll increase the penalty for causing a fatality or great bodily harm to another person while committing a reckless driving offense. The penalty is a gross misdemeanor with up to 1 year in jail and a $3,000 fine. Also starting tomorrow, repeat text offenders will have to pay a hefty fine. Under the new law, drivers will face a $225 fine for second and subsequent violations of texting, in addition to the current $50 fine. And in Minnesota, minimum wage will increase to $9 an hour. Over on the North Dakota side, a new electronic cigarette law goes into effect, prohibiting minors from using, possessing, or purchasing electronic smoking devices, alternative nicotine products, or any of the component parts, as well as gun laws expanding.
A pool of mosquitoes in Fargo has tested positive for West Nile virus. Ben Prather with Cass County Vector Control says the sample was collected on Wednesday and that test came back positive just this morning. The pool of mosquitoes with West Nile was located in North Fargo. Prather said the positive test results should not make anyone panic, but serve as a reminder the virus is out there and people should continue to stay vigilant in protecting themselves from mosquitoes.
Just in time for the weekend, we seem to be getting a break. No storms, calmer winds, and bearable temps. Let's check in with the expert to make sure this is all going to stick around. Robert?
Yeah, at least through this evening and for the vast majority of the weekend, we're going to see some very nice weather out there with some relatively light winds, but there will be a few of us that have to deal with 1 or 2 storms on your Saturday and Sunday, but none to deal with tonight. Clear skies out there, just a few clouds. Temperatures in the 70s and 80s. We'll show you on the satellite. Yeah, there's hardly a cloud in the sky out there, and we're going to see some mostly sunny skies for the rest of the evening, mostly clear skies, and some very light winds overnight. No clouds, no precipitation out there. Any of the green you see in our area, a little bit of interference with the radar. Here in Fargo, a great evening to get on out and about and enjoy the evening. Mid-70s by the 8 o'clock hour, low 70s by 9. Quiet tonight, and again, a chance for a few storms over the weekend. We'll let you know who has the best chance coming up in just a few minutes.
Chance to pick up all the stuff that's been blowing around over the last week or so.
Good idea.
All right, thanks.
A man will spend the rest of his life behind bars after being found guilty of murder and burglary of a Grand Forks man. This morning, 31-year-old Elvin Shaw was sentenced to life in prison without the possibility of parole in connection with the June 24th shooting of Jose Lopez. Authorities say Shaw and Demetrian Welch knocked on Lopez's apartment door, kicked it in, waking up the people inside. The two confronted Lopez, and after a struggle, Shaw shot Lopez 3 times. Welch has pleaded guilty to murder and conspiracy to commit burglary and has been sentenced to 8 years in prison.
A federal magistrate entered not guilty pleas today against Dylan Wolf on federal charges, including hate crimes. Roof is accused of going on a shooting rampage in a Charleston, South Carolina church last month where he killed 9 parishioners. According to the lead attorney for Roof in a federal government's case, Roof says he would like to plead guilty, but he will not enter a guilty plea until prosecutors say whether they will seek the death penalty. Roof is also facing numerous state charges, including 9 counts of murder.
It's Friday, time to get a look at this week's Valley's Most Wanted. Police say 27-year-old Clifton Cannon is wanted for delivery of a controlled substance within 1,000 feet of a school. Call police if you have any information on Cannon.
3 people are dead, 3 others hurt after a head-on crash in western North Dakota. The crash happened last night near Keene, North Dakota. That's east of Watford City. Investigators say a car tried to pass a truck, but there was an SUV coming at them in the opposite lane. Troopers say the car tried to get back, hit a truck, which then spun, and the SUV were hit head-on. 2 of the 3 men who died in the SUV were from out of state. The third, a 22-year-old, was from Watford City. Another man in the SUV, a 55-year-old from Watford City, was injured. The 2 men in the truck, a 26-year-old from Michigan and a 52-year-old from Ohio, were also hurt. And a 19-year-old woman driving the car was not injured. Walleye netting on Mille Lacs Lake will be halted for a year in an effort to reduce the strain on one of Minnesota's premier fisheries. Biologists saying the walleye population on Mille Lacs Lake has dwindled for a variety of reasons.
And today, Governor Mark Dayton is considering a possible special legislative session to help resorts and other businesses that will suffer if the lake's walleye fishing season closes early.
Valley News Team's Ashley Bishop traveled to Lakes Country to see how a lack of walleye is also impacting our area.
Here at Big Cormorant Lake in Minnesota, local fishermen tell me that their urge to go fishing has disappeared, just like the walleye here at this lake. They say fishing for walleye is not as easy as it used to be.
You know, within the last 10 years, there is less.
The owner of the Eagle View campground says he has noticed less people bringing back fish and using their fish cleaning house.
Everyone goes for walleye. Obviously, that's the biggest thing.
Lake Place employee Hunter Christensen says he hasn't heard too much about the walleye numbers being down, but says it's important to keep their bait shop running.
If we didn't have the walleye in the lake, yeah, we'd still sell bait, but everyone who comes in here, they're walleye fishing. They want walleye and they want for the big walleye.
DNR officials say most lakes are stocked with walleye every few years. Big Cormorant Lake is not stocked. It's a breeding area for walleye. The DNR adds that the lakes go through cycles of having a lot and fewer fish. Christensen says anglers can do their part and not overfish the lakes.
They like to keep more fish than they're supposed to because a lot of times they don't get caught by the DNR. I mean, with people constantly taking way more than they're supposed to, it's going to take a toll on the lakes eventually over time.
Many local people say that the economy is driven by the lakes and that they're just not worried about the walleye, but also what the zebra mussels will do to the ecosystem and even the economy over time. In Becker County, Ashley Bishop, Valley News Live.
Christensen also adds to keep the walleye population up in the local area, anglers should not take female walleyes that are full of eggs. He says those are the future walleye to be caught.
Big day for deer hunters in North Dakota. The lottery was held for deer licenses. There were more than 95,000 applicants with the deer, gun, muzzleloader, youth, and landowner categories. More than 51,000 of those were unsuccessful. But more than 1,400 antlerless deer gun licenses remain. Only resident applicants who were unsuccessful in the first lottery can apply. An option would be to apply online. You have until August 5th. Paper applications for remaining licenses will be mailed August 10th. And the deadline for applying is September 2nd.
The legal battle over the former Fargo-Moorhead toll bridge is over. The North Dakota Supreme Court ruling that a district judge in Fargo made the right decision when he ordered the bridge company to give up ownership of the bridge to the cities. A deal signed in 1986 said that the bridge company would turn it over after 25 years. The owners wanted an extension, saying they needed more time to pay off debt. They also asked for $108,000 to be spent on maintenance over the years. Remember to like Valley News Live on Facebook. You can follow the latest news, weather, and breaking news updates anytime on your feed. Just search Valley News Live, like our page, and you'll stay informed throughout the entire day.
Well, later on Valley News Live at 6, we all recharge our batteries. What you can do to avoid a fire like this.
Some stormy weather well off to our south. Quiet weather continues for the valley as we head through this evening, but parts of the area will hear some thunder as we head through your Saturday and Sunday. We'll let you know where coming up in just a few minutes.